Month-end close. Just saying it out loud is enough to fill an accountant with dread. And yet, it happens every month, come rain or shine. If you work in an accounting or bookkeeping firm, I am sure you're already familiar with the process, even if it looks a little different at every business. Capture every transaction, reconcile accounts, make adjustments, prepare statements, and close the period. It can be a lot of work. Now multiply that across dozens or even hundreds of clients, and you can see why month-end close is intimidating, even when you've been doing it for years. But Financial Sense is here with good news. You don't need to fear the MEC anymore, and that's thanks to our month-end close feature, which provides support, insight, and automation to save your firm hundreds of hours. Let's take a look. As you can see here, there's a month-end close tab within Financial Sense that integrates with QuickBooks Online to pull all of your clients' data on uncategorized transactions, vendors, accounts, and reports into the Financial Sense system. And of course, when it comes to month-end close, it's those uncategorized transactions that are always going to cost you the most time and money to fix. This is where the uncategorized transactions report comes in, and in here, you can use the Manage Categories option to select which accounts and categories you will need to review, which will then populate into your month-end close reports without the need to go back into QuickBooks Online. Here in our Uncategorized Transactions column, you can customize every field that you would like to see, and you can also rearrange them to customize the order in which they appear. Finally, with filter settings, you can include and exclude data at a granular level, including vendors, transaction types, and categories. Now that you've defined which uncategorized transactions you need your clients to review, you can bulk select everything that you filtered, and then use this share option to send them all to your client through the Financial Sense client portal. No need to download them into an Excel sheet that you then need to copy back into your files later. No more playing email tag. Instead, clients can directly review and update documents within Financial Sense, so you spend less time chasing details and more time getting transactions finalized. Of course, some clients might not respond to your request right away, which is why month-end close includes automated client reminders. Here, you can set reminders on a client-by-client basis so they get a notification prompting them to go into their portal and review their transactions. Every day, every 10 days, even once a month. It all depends on how many transactions need information and how responsive your clients are. Right here, you can see from the client's point of view how these notifications look. For the sake of security, there's no document information in the actual email. But once your client clicks into their portal, they'll be able to see all relevant documents in the transactions category. Here, clients can update the memo, attach a missing receipt, and add comments. Clients can also chat with you and your team right in the portal, so there's no need to email them outside of the system. Heading back over to the firm side, you can see how transactions that clients have updated have changed from waiting on client to ready to review. And if everything looks good, you can individually or bulk select transactions and approve them to send back to QBO along with their new attachments. At Financial Sense, we know that awareness of issues and delays is crucial to preventing the kinds of slowdowns that make everything more complicated. That's why Month-end Close offers a wide variety of reports that surface the details firms need to streamline their close process. You can find them all right here in the Month-end Close tab. They include transactions without payees, transactions without class, transactions without location, expenses and bills without attachments, inconsistent expenses, large transactions, and shared transactions. Each of these reports is designed to alert you to the major issues that stand in the way of closing out a month. Within the Large Transactions report, firms can set a greater than amount that will catch all transactions that are higher than a set number. That way, big expenses that require additional review will be automatically brought to your attention. And in the Shared Transactions report, firms can see what transactions are being shared with clients. It's a super fast way to know what clients are seeing in their portal without having to dig through all transactions, and to quickly make any necessary adjustments. Further down in the Month-end Close tab, you'll find Vendor and Account Review reports. Here, Financial Sense pulls over vendors from QuickBooks Online that meet two criteria. 1, they cross the minimum year-to-date spent threshold, and 2, they meet the criteria for the transaction types you want to review, which you can define through inclusion and exclusion settings. This allows you to identify vendors who need a 1099 from you and who need to provide you with a W-9. You'll also find reports on newly added vendors, which will help you make sure new vendors are properly set up in QBO and Financial Sense. Newly added accounts, which ensures accounts created for a client have proper documentation, and duplicate vendors and customers here, as well as our 1099 and W-9 preparation support. In the event that you need a W-9, you can request the form in two ways in Financial Sense, either by sending the request to the client or to the vendor. You can toggle between those options right here and save a ton of time when it comes to not just month-end close, but also quarter-end and year-end review. And like uncategorized transactions, you can enable email reminders at your defined cadence to get your clients to send you the documents you need. On the client side, these requests will take them directly into the client portal and the W-9 request tab. However, this will also live under the Open Request tab until it's completed. Once uploaded, the document status will change from waiting on client or vendor to ready for review. This means firms are now able to view what's been uploaded. When you're ready to review, Financial Sense Month-End Close allows you to see what already exists in QuickBooks, make any adjustments you need, and then automatically update the W-9 in QuickBooks Online once you approve. All of these features within Month-End Close can now be added to your workflows in Financial Sense. By selecting Add to Project, you can choose which active reports you want to include in which open project. You can also create a brand new project with an accounting period that you define, then add the Month-End Close section under Team Tasks. Now, whenever it's time for a review, uncategorized transactions, reports, and anything else you've set up in Month-End Close will be part of your workflow. When combined with an account reconciliation report, firms will have both a high-level checklist of client accounts that need to be reviewed and reconciled, as well as one place to manage all the granular tasks needed to make month-end close faster and more successful than ever. This is just one of the many ways in which Financial Sense is changing how bookkeeping and accounting firms are working. Want to learn more about how Financial Sense Month-End Close feature can help you? Just click the link or scan the QR code and start making month-end close easier than ever.